And in the last few years, Vietnam had grown between 7% of the GDP. But recent for 3 years, you know that in the world there is a crisis of economy. So Vietnam is stand still for a few years. But this year starting growing up. Vietnamese market is starting growing up with export. The major exports from Vietnam in the past is agriculture, furniture, textile. But recently with the investment from the outside, with the European, the Americans, Japan, Korean, Singapore. So the exports business is going up with different type of products. So the mechanical, stamping, casting, and other high-tech starting export from Vietnam as well. Firstly, the first thing is the relation between Vietnam and Europe is growing up. So in return of the visits of the Minister of Foreign Trade, of the Foreign Affairs of Spain coming to Vietnam last week. The Minister of Planning and Investment of Vietnam coming to Spain. They are on negotiating and helping Vietnam and Europe to come to agreement of free trade agreement between Vietnam and Europe. In this free trade agreement, that means that the promotes both sides can do good business and open more opportunity to invest in Vietnam as well as for imports and export from Europe and from Vietnam. Well, I can see that the future will be bright, but we need to let the company in both countries for knowing more about Vietnam. So Vietnam is far away, so like half of the earth. So the culture is different. So in order to do business with Vietnam, the Vietnamese need to know the culture of Spain, and the Spain, especially the Basque country, must know more about Vietnam culture. I have been working in MONDRAGON for 5 years. I see some similar cultures. It means that the characteristics of Vietnamese people and Spain are in some parts similar. So the thing that we need to build a voice between Vietnam and the Basque country. So from that, I think that the business is going higher and higher.